Hi guys, welcome to my life. I am very excited for this video today. I have my creativity hat today because I like going onto Facebook. Like any other person, I like going down a rabbit hole of baking and decorating cakes, cookies, cupcakes, and I can just watch that over and over again and it never becomes boring to me. I decided that I wanted to make myself a luxurious cake, and there's actually a lot of videos like this of turning a $20 cake into a very luxurious cake, and cakes can get up there in price. So I found a cake at Fred Meyer for $14.99 and I'm gonna try and make something interesting out of it. We'll see how it goes. But basically what they do is just they take this plain normal cake from Fred Meyer, you can get it at any grocery store, and you just take everything off of it and you turn that cake into something beautiful. This is my inspiration picture. I'm gonna try and get as close as possible to it. I do not promise anything at all. I was never the baker in my family. My sister was the baker. I was the one to lick the spoon. That's why we are not baking today. We are just decorating. I will go ahead and show you the cake that I bought and then we're gonna get started. This is the cake that I bought. It is a carrot cake. Actually looks delicious. And it was $14.99. It looks pretty big actually. They had a lot of different sizes, so I had to really think about what I wanted to make. Because I wanted to make like a two-tier cake to make it luxurious. I'm still debating whether or not to do that, but I guess we'll see once we get there. But there was a lot of different options. They had like $5 cakes that were like those mini cakes like this. So I was thinking maybe buying 2 of those and then try to stack them on top of each other. But then I didn't really like the options that they had for the actual cake inside. I go more towards white cake, vanilla or carrot or pumpkin or red velvet. I'm just gonna try and take all of the icing out and then we'll see what we need to do. Oh my gosh. This is so hard. Icing here. This is what we're working with. I like that it has that icing in the middle so it's not so dry. I really like how the cake was in general. The icing was really nicely put. It was really hard to take out in the beginning because it's like cream cheese kind of. It's not like that whipped cream icing, so it was really hard like to scrape off. So now what I want to do is I want to kind of soften this up and then just mix it so then we can get it like more of a liquidy consistency. Maybe I'll add, I don't know, I'm not a baker, so I don't know if I should add water or milk or something to soften it up. But I'm just gonna put it in the microwave for a little bit and then mix it and see if that will thin it out. So that way I can put just like a coat over it, like a thin coat over it. So then I can put some fondant. So I put it in the microwave for 60 seconds. Looks pretty soft. I mean, it's not completely cream cheese icing. It's like there's some cake in there, there's caramel, there's some nuts in there. So, you know, you just have to work with what you have. But I think it's soft enough that we can make a thin coat over the whole thing. And this is where it can go downhill. It can ruin everything. So I'm nervous, but you know, you just have to take risks. And this is not my first experience decorating a cake. I definitely did try one time in my whole life. I tried to bake and decorate and have a cake ready. It was for Noah's first birthday party. I thought it was the greatest idea to take the task to do a cake and decorate a cake for the first time ever in my life, a day before Noah's birthday party. And I remember it was really stressful and I stayed up until like 3 in the morning. But I did it, okay? So I did it. Here's a picture of it. I did it. So I know I can do it. I just have to do it again. Make sure you cover all the holes so they don't see your mistakes. Alright, so I coated the whole cake with that icing. It's literally, it was like 10% of the icing that was in here. Like, it did not take at all. It's super thin, which I like. So now what I'm gonna work on is the marble looking fondant. So obviously I decided to stay with just the one tier. I thought it would be too much to cut the inside of it and like put it on top, and I didn't have anything to put underneath. I do notice that with the fondant, it needs to be like perfect, slick, like, so this, I don't know if it's gonna work. It's not perfectly flat, so I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Hello.
Hello. This is some
Cake.
Oh, I want to try.
So I bought this fondant to be able to decorate the cake, and it's gonna have that marble look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 sections, a white, a gray, and a black, and then I'm gonna mix them up. I've seen a couple videos of how to do it, but I haven't really done my research into it. So if I remember correctly, all you do is just have to warm it up a little bit to be able to handle it. For instructions on how to use and decorate with fondant, visit Wilton.com. Why don't you just put instructions like normal boxes? There it is. So I have 3 sections. This is the biggest one, so I'm gonna leave this as white, and then I'm gonna make this gray and this black. So I have this like sparkle gel. I couldn't find any food coloring, so I've never used this one before. I'm just gonna see how it turns out. I think I ruined it.
Why?
I couldn't find food coloring, so I got gel, and I guess that didn't work because this is like chicle, like straight up chicle. All right, so It's a few days later. Obviously, you guys just saw that I got the wrong thing to color my fondant. This is what I got. Black gel for writing, like to decorate cakes and write on them, but this is not like a coloring gel. What I was going for is that black gray marble look, but I went to the store and I literally could not find any black food coloring. So I found these. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change the color, and I think I'm gonna use the red, but like hopefully it turns out more pink. How do you open this? So of course I did some research and I just watched like a 1-minute tutorial on how to color fondant. So let's just go ahead and try it, okay? Let's just do it, okay? I've been waiting for days. I just want cake. So what I saw was that you add some color to the toothpick and then you just kind of put some lines on it and then just fold it, mix it, fold it, twirl it, and then it's all gonna look like marble. So let's just see what happens. Get this on there. Now I'm just gonna cut this. I'm gonna clean that. So I'm just gonna cut the excess out. I'm gonna try and do it as clean as possible. Alright, so this is what we have so far. I do feel like the top is not as flat as it should be. Well, I guess none of the sides. That was me. There's like areas in here that I want to like fill in. So I don't know if maybe I should put like another layer of fondant on top, but I feel like that's gonna destroy it. Maybe I should just leave it. Maybe if I like press this or pinch it to like a straight corner, it would create an illusion that the sides are flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the cake and I'm going to make it a little bit more fancy and acceptable. And the first thing I want to do is I want to move it from here to here because I feel like this will make it a little bit more fancy looking. I actually got this at the Dollar Tree, but it looks really fancy and I feel like this gold makes it look like very grocery store like. So we're just gonna see how it looks. So I have a spatula. I don't know if this is a good idea. Another thing that I want to do with the left white fondant that I have, I want to make like a little twirl line going around the bottom, so that way I can hide all of the mistakes that I did. I feel like that's what people do when they do cakes. A little layer of this icing that I have from the original cake. Just gonna put it in the center, and I'm gonna put, I bought some blueberries, some raspberries, and some blackberries, and I'm gonna be decorating the cake with this. I'm just gonna try to put like a good amount of icing there, because the fruits are gonna cover it, so I don't wanna, and it doesn't have to be completely on the center. I still have a few left, but that's what we have. So it looks a little bit like empty over here. So I'm gonna grab some jam, and I'm just gonna like drizzle it around and just see if we can get like a nice shape or something. Guys, I am gonna stop right here. I cannot continue anymore. And you know, if I had to describe it, my new cake, luxurious cake that I redecorated, would be bumpy. Okay, this is my new luxurious cake that I recreated. You know, it didn't quite turn out just like I wanted. I did get like the marble effect, which I really wanted, but it didn't turn out exactly like I planned. I feel like if I ever do make this in the future, it would have to be like from scratch, so I can like plan out the sizing and how many tiers I want and how much bread I need, and then like the flatness level, and then I can picture more like how I want to decorate it. So this was kind of just like a first time try, and you know, for my first time doing this, I would give myself maybe like a 7, because I really tried, and it didn't turn out like super bad. I feel like someone in some world would buy this if like they were in an emergency, they needed a cake for something. There you go, you're welcome. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. I upload random videos at random times. Please follow my Instagram and let me know if you have any video ideas that you would like me to do. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.